again?
I think so.
Chilling, bud. Just chilling.
Right on. Better not be bringing no shit bobbers today. All right, let's go get some damn steelhead. Yep, he's on. Yeah! Oh, sick. Bead hits. Check this out. Beauty. Little resi brown. Stay out of that shit. Oh, no. Oh, he's right up in the fucking tree. This fucker's gonna fucking snap me off for sure. There's one. Oh, hammered that bead. Dang, that was a nice fish. And my drag set way too tight. So today we're out on the rivers. We're on some Toronto tributaries, and I wanted to show you a little bit of the gear that we're using. This is not the only thing you can use. You can use many more things for steelhead. They bite on a ton of stuff, but a lot of people ask me, what do I take in my tackle box? So I'm gonna show you exactly what I take in my float fishing box. So in here, I have a little bit of everything. So starting off, I've got a bunch of beads and pegs at the top. Some of the colors that I really like are chartreuse. So this is a 10 mil chartreuse, if you guys can see that. I will usually use this when the ice is just coming off the rivers. There's a lot of stain, brown water. I'll throw on a 10 mil chartreuse bead, followed by a pink worm below it. The river's first open and the ice comes off, that's my go-to. I'll use that 90% of the time, that or bag, and maybe a egg-sucking leech if there's a stonefly hatch or something, but let's not even get into that. Basic stuff, 10 mil chartreuse bead and a pink worm. The pink worms that I normally use are, I make my own, but I like the brightest pink you can find. So if you can find some super bright, get them. I don't want the real light pink. I like this real neon bright pink. And this is for stained water. So as soon as the ice comes off, chartreuse bead, like I said, 10 mil, and one of these little pink worms. And I normally hook the pink worm up by the head so it's balanced and wacky rig it. Okay, so that's what I do for first ice off the rivers. Today is opener. Today is, what's the date today? 23rd. And so the rivers now are quite clear. If you come out to any of these Toronto tributaries, what I suggest is if you see fish in these real clear shallows, leave them be. They're spawning. It's much better having a bobber down in a pool or something. So stick to your deeper pools. If you got a giant pool, then by all means share it with a couple guys. If it's a tiny pool and there's 5-6 guys on there, you know what? Find another pool. Today we ended up sharing a pool with a couple other gentlemen, and it was just a great day all around. Today we tried several different things. I started off with a chartreuse bag, a natural bag, as well as a peach bag. And out of all of those, the chartreuse bag was the best by far. We ran out of those bags really quick on Steelhead. So then we started switching to beads. And today, the bead that was working the best, it's like a peach. I'm gonna show you in a 6 mil. The water's really clear, so we usually scale down 6 mil in that color. We are also hitting them on this really light yellow, egg yolk color. Some other colors that I have in here are basically like some oranges. I don't know if you can see those here. I'll try to pull this up for you. I've got some kind of like yellow with white on it, some white, pinks, oranges, bunch of fluorescent colors, and I will cycle through the colors. I'll find out what they're biting on, but once I put that peach bead on, it was almost, for the first couple drifts, it was fish every time, and then it slowed down a little bit, but it remained the best other than the chartreuse bag for the rest of the day. Some of the floats that I was using were just like these clear drift. The way I was rigging it up is I would put a ton of weight right below my float. So as soon as I casted, my float would stay upright, and then I would run maybe 1 or 2 split shots down to my bag or bead, and I would leave probably about 1 foot, 2 feet to the hook and bead of nothing. And what that does is it allows, as your float going down the river, your bead to just kind of float naturally, or your bag float naturally in the current. Some of the other gear, if you're just starting out and you're wondering what to get for steelheading in the river, I have it over here. I've got a 13-foot stream side. A long, almost like a noodle-like rod is really beneficial. And the reason being is you can run light line, especially this time of year when the water's really clear. I'll drop down sometimes like 6-pound and even 4-pound test if it's really clear water. With that real light line, you can get the parabolic bend in your rod, and you're not going to snap off. You get too stiff of a rod or too short of a rod, running that light line, the rod's not going to bend, and you're just going to break off every time. So the other thing that you can do is run your line, set your bobber up on there, or float, whatever you want to call it, run your split shot, swivel on, let's say, 8-pound braid, because it floats, or you can run mono if you want. But then from there, run your 4 or 6-pound lead to your bead or bag. And that way, if you snag up and you're gonna snap off, you hope that it's gonna break off on that 6-pound test and you don't lose everything. So those are some things to think about when you're on the river. That's the gear. These are the things that I was using. I tried a woolly bugger, it didn't work. Pink worms, they didn't want it today. We tried all kinds of different bags. Peach bags were working okay, but today, honestly, was a chartreuse bag or a peach bead, and we got 90% of our fish on those baits. So thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned, and on to the next one. Let's go. Woo!